The battle over the Islamic epic city is intensifying. This is Tuesday, April 15th, 2025.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State. The Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Welcome into Tuesday. This is, of course, Federal Tax Day. A survey by TurboTax finds that 1 in 4 Americans waits until the last minute to do their taxes. Hopefully, that isn't you. Coming up, members of the Texas House found out late yesterday that they'll be debating school choice legislation tomorrow. More on that coming up. Harris County commissioners have voted to enact a climate justice plan. Shockingly, though, county officials openly acknowledge that this plan conflicts with state law. As such, they're directing county staff to work around legal barriers by using nonprofit organizations to achieve their plan's goals. Among other things, Harris County's climate justice plan proposes a new greenhouse gas tax, promotes DEI, and recommends income-based property taxes and rent controls. Look, all of those things are outside of the power of the county. One example is that the county wants to see businesses pay additional taxes to fund programs and projects in local communities that are supposedly impacted by pollution. The county also plans to create a network of paid community liaisons to promote climate justice initiatives to voters. Oh boy. A constitutional amendment that would increase public membership in the state agency tasked with investigating allegations of judicial misconduct has passed out of the Texas Senate. The amendment was authored by Republican State Senator Joan Huffman of Houston. She wants to substantially alter the makeup of the State Commission on Judicial Conduct to ensure more members of the public and different types of judges are included in that commission. Her measure would also remove the commission's ability to issue private sanctions against public officials. If the constitutional amendment takes effect, all sanctions would have to be made public. A proposed real estate development planned by the East Plano Islamic Center continues to draw scrutiny from Texas's statewide elected officials. U.S. Senator John Cornyn has now joined the fray by calling on the U.S. Department of Justice to investigate EPIC for potential religious discrimination. He's raising concerns that a, quote, master-planned community of thousands of Muslims could violate the Fair Housing Act of 1968 by discriminating against Christians, Jews, and other non-Muslim minorities. Governor Greg Abbott and Attorney General Ken Paxton have both already announced a series of legal probes into the activities of EPIC over the past couple of weeks. Paxton announced on Monday that his office has expanded the search for information by requesting records from local city officials in Plano, Richardson, Wiley, and Josephine. Before the quick break, please consider giving the Texas Minute a rating and review on your podcast app. This is the easiest way to help us help others find the show.
The Luke Macias Show is your access to what happens behind closed doors in Texas politics. Listen weekly to me, your host, Luke Macias, as I break down what is actually happening in conservative politics in the Lone Star State, a state that we all love and cherish. Listen weekly wherever you listen to podcasts. This show is a product of Texas Scorecard.
A major school choice proposal backed by Governor Greg Abbott is set for debate on the floor of the Texas House tomorrow. The legislation is Senate Bill 2. It advanced out of the House Public Education Committee on a 9-6 vote earlier this month. The legislation would create education savings accounts of up to $10,000 per student to help families cover private school tuition, textbooks, transportation, and other qualified expenses. Lawmakers have set aside $1 billion for the 2026-2027 school year. That's enough to fund up to about 100,000 students out of the more than 5 million who are enrolled in Texas's public schools. The issue has been a central plank of Governor Greg Abbott's agenda. He actively campaigned against incumbent Republicans last year who opposed similar measures in the past. debate on the House floor is expected to be lengthy and contentious. It's worth noting that some Capitol sources have speculated that Democrats could stage a walkout in order to break quorum in a bid to delay the measure. You might remember Democrats did that back in 2021 to stall debate on election integrity laws. You can find details on all the stories mentioned today and keep up with the latest news by visiting TexasScorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was produced by Nick Shepard and based on the original reporting of Joseph Trimmer, Luca Cacciatore, Sidney Henry, and Brandon Waltons. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. Have a great day.